thing happened. It didn't got viral. Actually, I saw MS Dhoni and I was about to touch his feet. I'm seeing a god in front of me, right? And suddenly something stopped. Then no, it's okay.
Oh, means you were about to
Then
do, but
yeah,
you didn't do.
no, everyone was there. Like
All right, I
so, I
understand.
was about. I went down. I was about to touch it, but what he would think and everything, so I stopped. Like,
Okay, I understand.
run the world dance,
Oh, the Run the
but
World.
yeah, that dance. It was nice. Like I used to do this all this stuff. I used to practice. Like once I get chance in IPL, I also take a wicket and do this.
If the sky turns black, it don't matter. We know the sun is coming up. Feel so strong, it won't shatter.
Hey guys, hello everybody, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Tales Down the 22 Yards. And just like the other odd days, today we have got another superhero along with us and a rising talent from Bengal. He has been a part of India under 19, India under 23, and also a part of the Chennai Super Kings in the year 2018. And very recently, he made his name into the record books by scoring a half century of just 16 balls, which is the fastest ever in Eden Gardens, beating the record of Ishan Kishan, who did it in just 17 balls. So let's you welcome all the way Kanishk Seth for you. Kanishk, how are you? How have you been doing?
All good, brother. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Hope everything
absolutely.
is fine.
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, it's going all fine right now. Cricket is back, and so yes, happiness in all our faces.
Yeah, it's a
So,
smile bringing back cricket in Bengal.
yes,
That is
absolutely.
good.
You have been a part of the Bengal T20 challenge this year, and so very glad to hear that that cricket is coming back in Bengal, and you're a part of it. So, what was the reaction like? It must be a lot of happiness for you.
Yeah, not for me, for all the cricketers back in Bengal. The happiness was there, and yeah, it was so quick and sudden, so we didn't got time for the preparation. But yes, as I say, as a cricketer, you have to be prepared in any situation or conditions. You have to just go there and perform.
Yes, absolutely. And so, Kanishka, I'd love to ask you is that you've represented India under 19s. You've played for the under 23. You've played for Railways for Bengal. We'll slowly come to all of them. But first of all, I'd love to ask you that how did your cricketing journey begin? Like when you were a child or when you were a teenager, how did it all start?
Like any other kid, I used to play in the streets with a tape ball. So yeah, then my brother and all they noticed me like yeah he can play a good level of cricket. So from there I got admitted in an academy. From there my journey started actually. Then I started performing. I scored a century, taking 5 wickets in the same game. Picked for Bengal under 14, then 16, 19, and the journey begins in that way.
All right, so on. So when did you get your first call into the Bengal side?
Like I told you, after scoring 110 of 45 balls and taking 5 wickets in sub junior tournament. From there, I picked for the trials, and from there, I got a call for under 14 Bengal team.
All right, and you've played for a couple of times for Bengal cricket, but we know that you opted out for Bengal and went to the Railways actually, and there was a bit of something going on. So, what was the thing like? Actually, the situation like? What was the actual reason for it?
The situation was like, yeah, everyone needs security. They need a job, and I got a job in railways. So from there, I got picked for under 23 side railways, and from there also I took 48 wickets that season. So, and I was picked for the senior team too in the first year only. So, but yes, Bengal has helped me a lot from the junior side, from under 16, 14. They have helped me a lot. So it is very thankful to them. And but due to my job reasons, I have to play for railways. But the main thing is to play for India, whether you play from Bengal or railways or Haryana or Himachal.
All right. So, as I've learned through a few websites that you were first of all a bowler, left arm bowler. As usual, you're a left arm bowler. But how did your batting improve? Day by day, you've been scoring so much of runs these days. What's the secret behind
Yes.
it?
Not a secret, like my batting got changed from under 19. Like
Right.
I was the senior player. That was my last year. So I need to take responsibility. I just can't throw my wicket and just come back to dressing room. So from there, I started just working hard on my batting also, and which resulted I scored 91 not out in Kuch Bihar finals. So Bengal lifted the Kuch Bihar under 19 trophy too after 23 years, I guess.
You have a
So
vital
from
role over
there,
there.
yeah, yeah, because nowadays cricket, like tailenders also have to score 50, 30, 20 odd runs for the team, which
Absolutely.
is very vital at the end of the game. Whether it's T20, if you hit a six in the last ball, the score increases by 6 runs, and the small margin comes up, and people win. The team wins from the small margin, so it is
Absolutely.
important. No? Like small things makes a big difference in T20 or any format of cricket.
Absolutely. If you look at the 2019 IPL final, losing by 1 run CSK against Mumbai Indians, and there have been a lot of such cases. Well, we'll come back to our next segment, and that is about the Chennai Super Kings. You've been a part of the CSK in the 2018 season, and you were named for 2019 and 2020, but you didn't go. All right. So, but
Yeah, I got injured. Yeah.
yeah, you got injured. So there have been so in that year 2018, you must have gained a lot of experience. First you'll be coming up. The moment you got that call to the Chennai Super Kings franchise, what was the situation like? Like, what was the scenario? What was your reaction to it?
No, actually, it was all a normal day. Like I went for the practice for my training sessions, and I knew the auction is there, but I didn't knew that any team would pick me up. So it was all of a sudden I didn't knew that I'll be picked by Chennai. So yeah, then my brother and everyone called me like, "Tu pick ho gaya hai." So I told, "Don't joke." So I came to the home and everything was like, from that day everything was like different in the house, like in the colony, my friends, everyone. And then yeah, first 2 days joining the team, it was like yeah, big players like Dhoni, MS Dhoni, Jadeja, everyone was there. So yeah, I got to learn. I learned a lot from them, like not only on the field but off the field too. How they prepare, how they manage themselves, like in practice, training sessions, and everything.
So yeah, and as you mentioned, you got picked up, for the Chennai Super Kings. We all know that, and the thing is that when you got to sit with them, and watch the play, and be a part of the senior CSK. We know that CSK has got a very big name such as DJ Bravo, MS Dhoni, Faf du Plessis. So any fanboy kind of a moment that you could recall, like, oh, this is MS Dhoni, I'm sitting beside him, or something like that. It's been
No, the
coming through
team
kind
like
of thing.
CSK, the team like CSK, yeah, the thing happened. It didn't got viral. Actually, I saw Amazon and I was about to touch his feet.
All
Like
right,
I'm seeing a god in front of me, right?
everyone
Then
does.
suddenly something, yeah, I think suddenly something stopped. No, it's okay.
Oh, means you were about to
Then
do, but
yeah,
you didn't do.
no, everyone was there. Like
All right, I
so, I
understand.
was about, I went down. I was about to touch it, but what he would think and everything, so I stopped. Like,
Okay, I
yeah.
understand.
But it was a fanboy moment,
Uh,
and yeah, rest everything was like after 2 3 games, everything was normal. But first 2 3 games, it was like I'm sitting with them. Like, what should I do? I was a bit nervous, but yeah, it came all okay after 2 games.
Pretty obvious. And the thing is that the next thing that I would love to ask you is that we all know that a coach and a captain duo plays a very vital role in IPL in every franchise. So we know that Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Stephen Fleming are one of the best duos of IPL ever. So you have seen them from a closer perspective. So what is that thing that you like? What do you have to say about them? That Dhoni and Stephen Fleming partnership.
Actually, the understanding between both of them is like really great. Like, they are very clear in their minds. Like
All
for
right.
the playing 11, what duty has given to which player and what not to do. They are very clear about that. That's why they are so successful partnership they have on and off the field.
And the next thing is that you have had some greatest names, with the forms of celebration like Imran Tahir, DJ Bravo. They all are like fond of celebrations. Did you learn any celebration from them? The champion
I
dance
learned to
or
dance. Yeah, I learned the run the world dance,
oh, the run the
but
world.
yeah, that dance. But it was nice. Like I used to do this all this stuff. I used to practice like once I get chance in IPL, I also take a wicket and do this.
Let's hope this year, in 2021, you've got some good runs in Bengal T20 challenge and you also have wickets. So let's hope for positive vibes.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in your first IPL season, you were a part of the winning team. Like the Chennai Super Kings, you were making a comeback. And what was the moment like? Getting your first contract and you have got the trophy in your hands.
No, after winning the final, it was like the best thing which can happen. Like to me, like, picking that trophy in the hand and celebrating with everyone chanting like CSK and the team bus and the hotel, everything. It was like the best part of the IPL.
Yeah.
If you're winning the trophy for the first time, that's the best part. And throughout the journey, like it was like a scripted movie. Like this is happening now, this is happening now, this will happen. Yeah, we are winning the finals, picking the trophy.
And
It was like that, like a whole of a movie.
you don't.
I was
You,
living a movie.
it's all about 1.5 months. The IPL goes on, so
Yeah.
it does goes with the flow. And you don't get to know like where you play a match, you travel, you play a match again, you travel. What is that experience like? Coping up with the traveling. Like how difficult is it, or how challenging is it?
No, first of all, when you like for the grades, they won't have any problem. But the ones who are going for the first time,
Yeah,
like the time circle changes. Like now, I'm sleeping at night, waking up in the morning. But in the IPL, it's totally opposite. Like
um,
the match gets over by 12:30. You come to the room by 2, recover yourself, sleep, and you sleep usually in the morning like 3 4.
all
So you
right.
wake up around 12. So you sometimes you gotta skip your breakfast if you're tired.
How do you
So
cope
it's
up with
all
the
about
cricket?
managing.
All right.
No, first week it was difficult. Then slowly, like yeah, it went a habit. It got a habit for me, and it was okay. But again, after IPL, the same schedule starts again. Like now you have to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, 9:30 game starts. Red cherry in your hand. You're going to bowl.
So it's
So as
difficult
a
to.
cricketer, you have to adapt. You have to adapt everything as a cricketer.
All right. So So the next thing that I would love to ask you is that in the semi-final game in 2018, it was Faf du Plessis who recovered Chennai Super Kings from a very hard situation, tough situation. What was it like to witness that thing? Also Faf du Plessis and the one of Shane Watson's final knock.
Like for a champion team, like everyone has to come up and tell the captain or the coach, I am the one who will win the game. So like if you see the first game, Bravo was the one who come up, who
Absolutely.
scored a blaster 50.
Yeah.
Semi-final, Fab du Plessis came up with that thing. Final, Shane Watson came. Good individual performance also. Like a champion team is there only who comes and who tell no, skip, I am there. I'm there to win the game for the team. So that's how it goes.
All right. And now coming back to the Bengal T20 challenge once again, and we'll speak about your knock of 50 of 16 balls. What was the motive behind it? Like when you came off to bat, like what did the management group told you, or you had the captain skipper Arnab, I think, alongside you. What was the message from the other end?
Like I was known for big hittings, and so the score was like every game, like 3 games we lost before that, if I am not wrong. So 3 games we lost, and we scored like 130, 120, 110. And when I went to bat, it was 16, 17th over, and the score was 125 or 130, I guess.
Yeah.
Then I told skipper that Arnab, I'll go for the blast. যদি লেগে যায় তাহলে ভালো. He told you play your own game, which you are known for. Don't go hereby. I told skip. Just trust me, and I'll do the rest of the things. That's it. Then I went first ball. I played. It got nicked and overshot third for 4. Then I told it's okay. Now let's go. It's now
And
or
then
then.
you
I don't
bang
know.
bang.
I
Absolutely.
started banging the ball, and I was seeing the ball very clearly.
Yeah.
Bit of progress, and the wicket was getting better. So that day, I guess the wicket was. not so better. Like the ball was stopping, so
All right. So it wasn't that a good situation. Like it was a tough situation to bat on.
yeah,
All
it
right.
was. But the wicket under lights, it played like ball was swinging and white ball, in Eden Gardens at night, how it
Yeah.
goes.
So and the thing is that it was a pandemic situation, and all of a sudden you need to play out there in the Bengal T20 challenge. How did you prepare yourself in the pandemic? Because you've performed really well. You've picked up wickets, you've scored runs, an all-round performance over there. How did you train yourself?
No, I told you as a cricketer, you have to be ready in any situation. If you are injured for a year and you're coming back to play, if you're playing for India, will you get that excuse that I'm not ready? You have to be
Right.
prepared mentally. You can't give excuse as a cricketer. That's what I think.
And about the practices, about the drills that you used to do during the lockdown.
No, lockdown was I was at home. I was training. I was training at endorphins.
Oh yeah, I saw Shreyan
I was
Chakrabarti and many
training.
others over there.
Yeah, we all were training there together,
Yeah.
and we didn't go at much as practice we needed before the tournament because due to pandemic and biobubble situations. But yes, as a great initiative took by CAB, keeping like more than 100 members in a biobubble and managing a tournament like this, it's immense,
Absolutely.
and which is good for all the players also.
Yeah. They're learning to adapt to the situation also.
Yeah, and before a big Mustaq Ali tournament, you're getting matches.
Yeah.
You're getting yourself to know where do you stand before the tournament, so you can prepare yourself well and you can go there.
All right. So Kanish, the thing I'd love to ask you is that during the just when the Bengal T20 challenge started, your few team members, that is Abhimanyu Easwaran, the skipper of Bengal, and Abhishek Raman, both of them were attacked by COVID-19. And what was the situation like? It was a scary situation overall, was it?
No, they got positive, so they were quarantined.
Yeah.
So it was not so scary. Like many other people also got positive of COVID and stuff. So that I told that this initiative took by CAB, like keeping people in a separate room, helping them getting out of COVID situation and making them play in the ground. That was immense actually.
And before we go off to our next segment, and the final question I would love to ask you is that how has franchise cricket helped you develop as a cricketer?
Like you gotta learn a lot of things. Like we play domestic cricket, that is
Absolutely.
fine. We travel by bus, but franchisee cricket, a lot of things are involved. Just you have to gel up with that things. Like you have to go and meet and greet and stuff like that, interviews. Like in a domestic cricket, there are not as such interviews or something, meet and greets, things like that. But once you come in the big league, like franchisee cricket and everything. So the pressure is also there. You have to win for your franchisee, and the game is on the next level, like T20, the fastest game.
Absolutely.
And the franchisee cricket, it got more fast. That's the thing. But yeah, it's all a learning process. What I think.
Yes, absolutely. Very much well said. And the next thing, we had a few queries. We had few options for queries, in our Instagram post, and we have got few of them. But above all, I've chosen one a very good question that's been asked by Adil Malik, and he has asked you that how do you feel about being sponsored by TM?
Okay, so I'll tell you a story. The day I got the TM bats on my hand, that day only I scored the record with that bat. So yeah, it's
Absolutely, I
special for me.
noticed that.
So that's special for me. But yeah, they're doing a great job. Like I told them to send me the bats before the tournament. And like if you prepare a bat, it takes around 1 or 2 weeks. But the effort they are putting, the hard work they are putting there, that's also very good. I appreciate it.
All right. All right. So with that, we move on to our next segment and the final one, and that is the rapid fire segment. I've got 15 questions for you, 15 interesting ones, and all you have to do is that answer a bit rapidly. All right. The first one for you. The most calmest person you have met apart from MS Dhoni.
Ambati Raidu.
Amati Raidu, yeah, he's very calm when he bats. The next one, favorite fielding position.
Long on, long off.
Right. Funniest person you have met.
Sorry?
Funniest person you have met.
Monu Singh.
Monu Singh. Really? Any stories you have to say? Okay, we'll come back to that later. after we finish. Okay. The next one. That is, how does your cheat diet look like?
If I'm in Kolkata, it's going to be biryani for sure.
Alright, chicken or
If
mutton?
I'm out, mutton most probably.
And that aloo is mandatory, isn't it?
Yeah. Or else I mean, I won't.
Absolutely. The next one, cricketing crush.
Cricketing crush. Nothing as such.
All right. No, like some cricketer, like a cricketer you like to see, watch him bat whole day, something like that.
Steven Smith,
All right.
Australia.
Dream holiday destination.
If I get time from cricket, I'll plan. Right now, I have not planned. But yeah, Greece will be the one.
All right. The next one. Would you like to try the champion dance or the Imran Tahir celebration?
Run the world. I have practiced that a lot.
All right. So,
But yeah, champion will do.
3 items you travel with except your phone and wallet.
3 items I've traveled with.
You always travel with except your phone and wallet. Like that is mandatory.
The neck pillow
Right.
and my AirPods and yeah, a lot of water.
Water. That's obvious, man. All right. What's the most coolest thing about the left arm seamer?
Ball coming in and hitting the pads and wickets. To right-handers.
To right-handers, yes. Clean shave or beard?
Right now, clean shave.
Okay. Favorite mobile or PC game?
Favorite?
Mobile or PC game? Or PS4?
PS4, yeah, obviously. I'll go with FIFA and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay. Who's always hungry?
Sorry?
Who's always hungry? Among all those cricketers you've met, who's always hungry? Like khai bhav.
Me.
You? Great.
Yeah.
What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? The thing which I'm trying to do and it's not happening on the field. Like, I can do, but and that time I feel frustrated and angry. Why it's not happening? Then I analyze myself up. So that's one part. And missing the catch.
Missing the catch, yeah.
Though I miss very less amount of catch, but if I miss her, then I'm very angry on myself.
Alright. The next one, who is the most weirdest person you've ever met?
Right now, I have not met such weird person.
Funny?
Like in cricketing field, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In cricketing field.
Right now, I have not met anyone such like that.
Someone funny?
Yeah,
Who's the most funniest?
one of my railway teammates is there.
Who is it?
I know, he is very weird. He's an opener batsman. He's very weird. He bangs the ball like. He's a great player also.
Alright. And the last one for here, and that is one good and one bad thing about Kanishk Seth.
One good thing,
And one bad.
one good thing I'll tell you, I won't give up
Oh.
until I reach my dreams. And one bad thing is like, if I give up, then it's a bad thing.
Come on, that's a diplomatic answer. Alright. I know. So we have almost come to the end of this session, and before that, I would love to ask few questions. And that is, you seem to be a tattoo freak. Tell us the stories about your tattoos. You've got one in hand, one in legs, around your chest, I think. So, what's the story behind it? Like, who's the motivation or inspiration behind the tattoo? Who you follow?
Oh, once I'm sad, I go and make myself a tattoo to
Is it
take
so?
that pain. Yeah, that's the part. And unfortunately, my tattoo artist got passed away, so no more of tattoos, I guess.
That's very sad. All right.
Yeah.
And lastly, before ending this session, I would, since there must be many young guns who've been watching this session over here. So all I would love to ask you is that, since it's a pandemic situation, right? So I would love to suggest you some drills that they could practice during the lockdown, and what are those things that they can keep up with the training during the pandemic session without going in the field.
Like right now, you can go to field, right? Government
Yeah,
has
many
allowed.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
but even few
So I'll
parents,
tell them to.
uh,
So I'll tell them to keep their body fit, because if your body is fit, you can go and play anytime you want. If it's not fit, then it will be a trouble. You will face problems while bowling or batting. Your body will get stiff. Like I have seen in BPL, like we played 10 games in 12 days. So the one who were training, they were like fit, they were playing good. But the people who didn't train or they trained less, they were facing problems after 5 games.
all right.
So I will tell them to get fit.
Okay, to keep up
Like
with the
keep on doing
fitness, guys.
something like skipping, yeah, skipping, anything they feel like, anything they got the best possibilities at home. Or
All
if they're
right.
going to ground, nothing better like that. They can practice a lot.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much, Kanish, for for making a presence over here in TS down the 22 yards. We
Cheers.
might see many more of Kanish Seth in the coming days. Who knows? All right, and yeah, thank you so much. And lastly, anything that you would love to say about the show and what I'm doing?
No, it's a great initiative taken by you, Arijit. I hope it gets more viral and viral.
Well, so
Your cricket tales, and all the best to you.
thank you so much. Thank you
All
so
the
much.
best.
Okay, so guys, thank you so much for them. And if you are still watching this video, make sure to subscribe this channel and yeah, share this video among many friends. Don't forget to like. Thank you so much, and see you in next week.